Hello everyone, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. Now in this video, I will be talking about 5 reasons why I think Rafizi Ramli should form a new political party. Now we all know that in the recent few months that has passed, there is a rift between Rafizi Ramli and PKR, especially with the leadership of Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. The rift came when Rafizi Ramli lost his position as the deputy president, and after that he was the one who chose to resign from being a minister. And after that, we see him criticizing PKR very much in a lot of issues, without his research, without his usual research, and we can see that it does seem that he is more interested not to correct the party, but more seemingly like to maybe undermine the party. I think that is my reading of it. So I think it is high time that he leave PKR and form his own political party. And I have 5 reasons why I have taken this position. Now, first of all, the first reason that I'm suggesting and hoping that Rafizi Ramli leave PKR and form his own party was because of what he himself said. He had said and has been recorded in a video which I had watched when he implied that he does not seem to see there is any way for him to be appointed back into the top leadership. Now, what did he mean by that? Now, if he meant that he may be politely implying that there's something wrong with PKR, that his future would be what we call cards are stacked against him, meaning that certain power is being done in order to not make him rise to the top again. So I think it could be that he's politely implying that. But for me, for a politician to say something like that, that's a very bad thing, because in a democracy, in a party that has a democratic process in which PKR is still not proven to be said to be a party that is not practicing democracy in the way of doing illegal things, or in the way of postponing things like some other political parties, like what we see in Bersatu happening, where there are some concerns about certain election procedures. This has been mentioned by Rafizi before about PKR's election, but there was no proof, and he didn't even take the party to court, like what happened in the AP. So, in his saying that he's not going to be appointed back, for me is menyindir, or is just trying to be sarcastic, or implying that PKR is now not a democratic party, but a party that is tainted with the idea of certain powers and also certain manners of voting in that way. But there is no proof in what he has said, and for me, if he's saying that he's no longer going to be back into the top leadership, then why not leave? What are you staying there for? Okay, the door is open. Just leave. Okay, so we've also heard him say that he is a great war general, and that or he's saying that there are no other person could be a good war general. And I, for one, have witnessed how he became a very good war general. And so, if he is that good, then why is he so frightened about striking out into a new world in terms of a new political party? That way, he can name himself president, and then go to war by himself, or maybe he will take Hassan Karim or Wong Chen with him, and then they form a new political party. That would be a welcome. So that is my first reason for saying that I think Rafizi has crossed the Rubicon and should be looking outside of PKR, and he's wasting his time with PKR and even not doing it very well or not doing it any good. Now, second thing, or the second reason that I have is because of his resignation as the minister. Now, Anwar Ibrahim was on record to say that nobody should resign. Nick Nazmi should not resign. He didn't ask them to resign. And Rafizi also was not asked to resign. But Rafizi said, well, he said two reasons that I understood. Number one, he said, well, it's a principle that if you no longer are in the position in the party, then it's not good for you to be being appointed into a minister. This is a practice in a lot of Western countries. That was one reason. The other reason, he said, well, if he is already no longer in favor by the prime minister or the president of the president of his own party, then whatever he says, whatever he does, is going to be useless. All his ideas will not be accepted by the cabinet because of the president or the prime minister not agreeing to that. I think that is something that he shouldn't be saying professionally. I don't think that was very proper. He is assuming that Anwar Ibrahim will act unfairly with him. We can see that YB Abdul Karim of GPS in Sarawak also lost his position in the party. And when he asked Abang Jo whether he should resign, Abang Jo said no, he should not resign. He is still the minister and he is still doing very well. And Abang Jo, as the leader, still accept his ideas and guides and things like that. So for me, it's very improper, and Rafizi is out of place in saying that if he was the minister, then his ideas will not be accepted. I do not accept that explanation. I think it's highly unprofessional. And number three, Rafizi, after not becoming a minister, took up the social media platform of Yang Berhenti Menteri. Okay, and in that he's criticizing a lot of the policies of PKR and PH with the unity government, and he's been doing that very consistently, and I saw that a lot of his criticism is more vindictive than constructive. At first I thought it was good that there was someone within PKR, very high ranking person, although not on paper, that it could correct PKR, but the manner in which the criticism that has been brought up by Rafizi, let's say the chief judge appointment, and also the trade agreement between Malaysia and the United States, I felt that those were more vindictive. They were not constructive at all, because at the end of the day, the chief judge was appointed and everything was okay. But he seems to imply that the prime minister might not be doing a fair job, and I think it's a very naughty thing, but it's also a very unprofessional thing, and I didn't like that manner of which he is using vindictiveness rather than constructive criticism. So if you're going to be very vindictive and hurt PKR and the unity government, of which I support, then I think that it's time for him to leave. Now, the fourth reason is that we can see that Rafizi Ramli is not going to help PKR in any election. With the Sabah, he is not there to help anything. He's there. I'm not sure what he's saying about the PRN Sabah. I think he has already a video out. So again, it will be not constructive, perhaps vindictive, and so we can assume that he is not going to help. He is going to be someone like what we call a musuh di dalam selimut. Of course, he would show off himself as a kind of a reminder, a kind of an advisor, a kind of a voice of conscience. But I don't think his kind of voice of conscience is something that is going to help stabilize or make strong this unity government. Now, if in reality he has a party of his own, does Rafizi expect to win 112 chairs or seats in the parliament? Okay, so if he's not going to be winning that much, he's going to be working with others, and there is no choice but to work with others. This is a mixed government. There's no choice at all. So he is saying that Anwar should be doing this. This is a reformist party and all that, but real politics is real politics. So if Rafizi doesn't understand that, then let's see him in action, really, rather than just all cakap-cakap saja, cakap banyak saja, yeah. Yeah, so finally, the fifth reason is that I think a lot of many Malaysians would welcome a new political party headed by someone like Rafizi. I know many young people would definitely flock to this new party, and this would be something of a breath of fresh air, and it would then be something for Malaysians to look forward to. Some of the Malaysians are being influenced by columnists who talk a lot but don't really not really sure whether they can deliver things of what they say. They live in this cocoon world of thinking that they are the only one who are right and can do the work of the Prime Minister or the Minister and things like that. So many are quite disheartened with the situation of what's happening with the Pakatan Harapan government and the unity government. And so they would welcome a new party. And then I say, well, if that is so, this is the time. There's only about another year left before the election is called for GE 16. Many are predicting late next year. So there's only a year left, and in the time of the digital age, with Rafizi and his truck and his campaign, his media image and things like that, I think he would be able to secure 20, 30 seats. And then let's see him work with other parties, and then let's see whether he is reformasi or reformati. So this is something which I would like to see, and I would like to throw a challenge to YB Rafizi Ramli that he should not waste his time being vindictive and also destructive to PKR and also unity government. Use your energy elsewhere. If people do not want you anymore in the PKR, then leave and form a new party. I don't see what is the problem. Okay, so in this day and age, we see in a lot of countries young people like Zohran Mamdani winning. We have the Thailand election, and we see that even I think in a lot of places where young people savvy with social media platform could actually gain the upper hand. And I think this is maybe perhaps something that is needed. I certainly would welcome that, and I would like to see that, honestly, even though I still support Pakatan Harapan. But hey, why not? If you are not someone like PAS or someone like Bersatu or someone like maybe UMNO even, with Akmal Saleh and all that, so let's have a new face that has none of this Islamic reform agenda or none of this Malay supremacist agenda, which many people are quite tired of, including myself. So let's go on and have this new party under YB Rafizi Ramli. I'm sure PKR would welcome that, for him to actually put all his ideas and effort into his own party and become his own boss. And finally, we would actually have some new directions and some new hope even with regard to the future of Malaysia and in the next general election. So with that, thank you very much. Hi everybody. If you would like to own my book and have my signature as well as a personal note from me, please follow the instruction. Thank you.